What's up, YouTube? I gotta turn this down just in case y'all can hear it. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Esenje from Oracles of Esenje, and I'm back with another video. So I noticed halfway through my other video that I didn't do my intro. I gotta take this second camera off myself because it's a distraction. I noticed that I didn't do my intro. I'm not even sure if I fully remember my intro, but it's your girl Esenje from Oracles of Esenje. And I'm back with another video. So make sure you take what resonates and leave what don't. And when I say leave what don't, that means if I say something that stick to you but it don't got nothing to do with you, make sure you use it to help somebody else. Okay? Each one teach one, you already know. Okay? I had some other title for this video, but I do not remember what it was. So this one came up, it felt right, and I wanted to make sure it felt right and provocative. So yes, you don't have to be perfect to be perfect. Like, what? That is very provocative. I ain't gonna lie, especially if it was me. It would be very provocative to me, because especially if you in the mood where you're triggered, I feel like this is a perfect video for somebody who is questioning certain things about themselves. Because it's like you understand, but it will irritate you a little bit to see that, like, what the fuck do you mean? You know what I mean? For anybody who will question the way that I speak or whatever, this video is not for children. I actually have like the thing and it says, is it for children or no? I say no. So if there's a child watching it, that is not my fault. Yeah, so you don't have to be perfect to be perfect. First of all, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and we all know that. And we talked about that in the last video. It's everybody's perception and ideal of what normal is different. So one person's perfect is not the next person's perfect. For example, like a perfect person for Aries and a perfect person for a Taurus is two different people. And even though they're right next to each other, literally they're two different people. Because Taurus needs somebody who's kind of calm, and Aries needs somebody that's kind of chaotic. So if you use both of their judgment to frame the idealism of somebody perfect, basically the only thing that would resonate between their two standards is like ambitious. You know what I mean? Ambitious and strong-willed. That's it. So you don't have to be perfect to be perfect. And we're just going to let that ride, okay? Like, whoever you are is whoever you are, okay? Like, it's going to always be people, like, the loudest is the weakest and give about what they preaching. Cash doll, something about a Pisces again. Something about a Pisces. A Pisces could be coming towards somebody, especially a Pisces. No, I can't even say especially a Pisces man, because I feel male and female energy, and they're both like a hit or miss. You know what I mean? Just like Aries or Sagittarius, it's just is or is not. You know what I mean? Don't get the two confused, and don't let them confuse you. Because if those signs can do mental gymnastics on you, you're gonna be in the Olympics. You know what I mean? So watch out for that. You don't have to be perfect to be perfect. Also, a Scorpio, those people, they accept your flaws a lot. Yes, a Libra will accept your flaws, but that means you have to come in like automatically confessing them. If you don't come talking to Libra like you sitting next to that priest in the Catholic Church with that little wall between y'all, it's not gonna work. Libra is not somebody who wants to learn later. They want to know right now. So but Pisces, like, when it comes to your flaws, they hide things. So when you hide things, like, they kind of understand. You know what I mean? So sometimes they okay with learning stuff a little later. Scorpio also wants the confessional energy, but if you want their respect, you have to make them earn your trust before you confess, and you have to have logical reasons on why you are trusting them. Because if you trust them with something in a moment that they wouldn't be choosing to trust you at that same moment, now they see you as kind of weak. Um, so just be strategic when it comes to sharing things with Scorpio. You have to make them earn your trust, because that is how you earn their respect. Sagittarius honestly does not care about your flaws. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. Sagittarius cares nothing about your flaws. They only care about their own alignment. Therefore, your flaws can't make or break Sagittarius. Either Sagittarius wants to deal with what you have going on or not. Sagittarius is very intuitive as well. So most likely something that's wrong with you, Sagittarius already knows. Um, so if you got a Sagittarius coming in your life, please don't play too insecure about something that you plan on being confident about later, because just because you didn't tell Sagittarius what was going on with you don't mean Sagittarius don't already know, because Sagittarius receives downloads with details. They are not people who is like maybe. Sagittarius is more like, yep, this is what it is. Um, so whatever your little flaw may be, um, I guess work on your disclosure conversation, because they all gonna hit you different. Pisces is gonna like kind of coddle you about it. Sagittarius is gonna give you the I already know, I already knew, I was just waiting for you to tell me, or I was waiting for you to admit it. But Libra, you have to confess walking in the door. Like you have to walk in the door with your confessions, and then Libra will work with you through that. Um, so I don't know who that helps, but I hope it helps somebody. And we're gonna get straight into it. Something about somebody coming in that's lighthearted. Somebody's gonna come in to y'all that's lighthearted. And they don't really care about what's wrong with you because they can already see it. And um, it's based off how you communicate, your body language, your posture, your eye contact. Somebody intuitive. I watched one of them videos, you know, the ones where they got the people where you pop the balloon or whatever. And this man, he walked up to a woman and he said something like, the lady asked her, the lady asked him like, why don't you want her? He said she looks like she's someone else's woman. And the lady was like, I was engaged. And this is exactly what she did, because everybody in the comments was reading her body language too. It wasn't just him. So, but people are not used to men having a large amount of discernment. So he said something like, she looks like she's someone else's woman. And she said, yep, I was married for 7 years. So the women in the chat are identifying how she's spiritually still attached, because the ring wasn't even on her finger. It's just like she still lives with that energy, as if like she's still attached to that man. So when she had told that man, she was like, yep, I was engaged for 7 years, pointing at her plain finger. He was like, see. And you know, she got a little bit offended. She like, we're not together anymore, and I'm somebody who you should want to be with long term, blah blah blah. But he could tell that her heart still belonged to that man. So something about spiritually in tune man. So if you have a secret, like, please just don't treat it like it's the end of the world. Because I feel like in order to develop a certain level of spiritual discernment, to be able to see things like that, like just like how a woman can identify when a man has a woman who is caring for him, or he is attached to or connected to someone else, a man can do the same thing. Um, a woman can tell a man's insecurities, a man can do the same thing. Um, a woman can tell a man's childhood traumas. A man can do the same thing. All you have to do in this life to have that amount of discernment is the work. And just because we don't run into people often, especially like I said, men who are spiritually in tune, 1, 2, 3, 0 on the timer, just because that's not normal does not mean that it does not exist. And if you want what you want from this life, you have to leave or make space in your mind to believe that what you want exists. Like, you have to believe that you're deserving of something before you even receive it. Um, because like myself, I can give you myself for example. I noticed that a lot of times, like when I date people, I can tell that they prayed for me before I got there. Like, I can tell the ease in their soul when I show up. Like, I can tell when somebody prayed for everything that I am. You know what I mean? So just imagine like being me, and you wanted somebody to understand you. You wanted somebody who wasn't going to judge you when you was honest, and somebody who could accept your past and your flaws and shit like that. And then I get in front of you and you like, but you're not going to like me though. You know what I mean? Like, everybody got a past. Everybody got things about them that somebody else don't like, but somebody else does. You know what I mean? So again, to the topic, you don't have to be perfect to be perfect. You know what I mean? You just have to show up. That's it. You just have to show up. And that at any time you don't want to show up, that is also okay. 11:22 on the timer. Then 11:23. It's okay to not be okay, because the right person is going to be okay with you not being okay. It's just that you cannot be not okay with the right person and treating the right person bad just because you don't feel okay. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna be here for long. I'm not gonna be here for long. Maybe somebody looking for somebody they can who can carry their secrets, or maybe not even you take it from a secret, but just your business. You want somebody you can trust with your business. And when I hear I'm not going to be here for long, I'm hearing like you're not going to be alone for long in the world. Your real self, 1212 on a timer. You're not going to be alone with your real self for a long time. So as far as like the last bits of your insecurity, I'm hearing you're not going to be there for long. But we're going to start pulling some cards. I'm not gonna be here for long. I'm not gonna be here for long. You want my loving, baby. Got me twisted up. Girl, you got me twisted, darling. Maybe you healing something very subconscious that existed within you for a long time. So it's gonna make you fall out of alignment with not just your like the recent past, but like all of your past, kinda, which is actually something to celebrate. Not being in alignment with your past, like, because if you wanted to be in alignment with your past, then you'd still be there. You understand? So I'm seeing Heartbreak Hotel. Heartbreak Hotel. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Sometimes you gotta evaluate why you was in certain places. You gotta sit there and think about it, because I really see people elevating past those places and not, like, just imagine, okay, now you elevate past something, right? But then you decide to like grow backwards, or however you would say that, and then you go knocking back on those doors. They're not even going to want you there, because they already know that you're better than them. So they're just going to project onto you and tell you that you think that you're better than them. So they're not going to be open. So some people don't even have a choice but to grow, because your past don't want you either. Y'all not in alignment. And I'd rather be too good for my past than to be perfect for it when the past made me feel like I wasn't good enough. You understand? So I want the same for you. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Yeah, somebody leaving the comfort zone, and she's sitting inside of a margarita glass, like about placing yourself in more luxurious surroundings and around more luxurious people, because something tells me a lot of us do that, And sometimes when you see it that way, everybody has insecurities. You can place yourself with the entire collective. But you got to understand that just because you're insecure about something doesn't mean that it's not something that someone else admires, especially depending on how you handle it, because people really admire growth. I'm not going to lie to you. And growing through things takes it's layers and it's levels to everything. So it's somebody who still sees like the goddess. It's many people who still see the goddess. Even the past knew that you were a goddess, but if you like fully embodied that, it was just gonna have less space for them. So they didn't ever want to let you exactly play. They didn't ever want to let you go because they wasn't gonna be able to play with you no more. And I didn't mean that literally. I meant like play, meaning like, laugh, kiki, ha ha, because y'all don't laugh at the same, y'all don't find the same shit funny. You know what I mean? Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? It's like, you know how when you rub your eyes and shit, it's supposed to, like, when you rub your eyes, you have this idealism that is going to make your vision clearer or something. That's what it is. Third eye. And no more triangulation because the triangle was broken off right here. You know it was a triangle, but it's just not working anymore because of you stepping fully into yourself. And I also heard like not allowing the voices on your shoulders, whether it be good or bad, to dictate everything about you. Like you have to have discernment. They can speak, but you still have to make a choice as the body that is embodying or the soul that is embodying the flesh. You still have to make choices for yourself. The good one could be like, no, don't do this because blah, blah, blah. Or they'd be like, do this because blah, blah, blah. And then the bad one could be on the same time, no, don't do this because blah, blah, blah. Or do this because blah, blah, blah. For instance, like, I guess we'll try to use two different examples if I don't forget. But, say I'm gonna use a situation as my own so that y'all don't feel it as like advice. But me personally, like something that draws a line for me is like people not understanding my emotions because I communicate my emotions. So like say somebody like disrespects my curiosity and say I ask too many questions. Like the good angel on my shoulder will say, well, Esenje, walk just walk past it, just walk past them. They didn't know no better, da 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 da. And then the bad ones say, fuck them because they stupid, da 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 da. And the good one's like, but you don't want no problems. And the bad one's like, fuck how they feel, da da da. Me personally, how I feel about somebody disrespecting my feelings, it really all depends on the methods that you took to disrespect my feelings, honestly, because like I'm not just gonna let the good one control everything because that's not how I feel. You know how I feel and how I want to authentically move is to categorize you however I want to. So don't allow like idealisms to control your outcome. You know what I mean? Don't do that because your outcome is your outcome. And usually, most of the time, idealism, the negative voices like influence and shit like that, stuff that other people told you that was bad. And the good one is also influences and shit like that, that other people told you that was good. You need to be who you are, even when you're wrong. You can't grow from not trying. Bro, you can stay comfortable, but you can't grow. Starseed, what lights you up? You gotta learn how to. We have to learn how to learn from your own desires. If you stay in the comfort zone of other people's lessons, you will never have your own story to tell. And just per se, you have children. I don't know how y'all feel. 'Cause some people are comfortable with that. I'm personally not comfortable with that. So if I go and my child is going through something and they come to me, oh mom, what should I do about da 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 da? I don't want to say, oh babe, well, I had seen such and such happen before, so I think you should da da da. I would be like, nah, I did this before, and I already know this is not gonna work out well. You know what I mean? It's more confidence in your own experiences. And if you don't embody your own experiences, you're not going to be able to fully embody your own lessons. And if you don't fully embody your own lessons, you can confidently tell those stories, but you're also a fake coward. Even learning from other people, you have to relate in some type of way before you can fully call judgment. I wouldn't do this because it will bring shame because I seen it do this to somebody else. Like if you don't have an emotion towards the word shame, then how can you know that you want to stay away from that so much? You know what I mean? You have to experience shame to know that you want to move in a way to where you don't have to feel that thing. You understand? One more, because this is a talkative reading. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your your true north node. Yeah, because somebody was probably trying to tell you that you was wrong about being yourself. Especially if you watch the tarot. I already know. You already know how that go. When you watch the tarot, you read the tarot, you into spirituality, people always got stuff to say. Inner temple devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Duality. Don't choose to be good. Don't choose to be bad. Choose to be yourself and decide that that is perfect. Like that, and it is. It's not just, it's not an illusion. It's not selfishness, anything like that. I can be very calm and you can be very chaotic. And if we're both being ourselves, when we need advice on something that is the opposite, we go to each other. And I say, I'm calm. So I'm like, oh, such and such made me upset. And they did da 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 da. And I don't know how to handle it. You know what I mean? I haven't specialized in chaos. I haven't specialized in chaos, so I need to go to somebody chaotic to figure out how to handle a chaotic situation. If a person wasn't genuinely okay with their chaos, they couldn't even give me advice on it. You know what I mean? Just like if I wasn't comfortable in my calm, I couldn't give a chaotic person like real advice. You understand? And I'm just let you know right now, I'm calm and chaotic. Like, and I am okay with that. I'm going to choose whichever one I feel like is necessary in the moment, and I'm not going to regret it. I'm just letting you know. I don't. I'm a thinker, so I don't do a lot of regret. The Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe. You can only find your people by being one of them. And your people is not just the people who you grew up around. Your people is the people who have similar desires as you, similar dreams, similar goals, shit like that. There are similarities between you and your soul tribe. And if you're just dimming those things down, then your soul tribe can't connect to you because they don't even know that you're there. It's not that you're not worthy of them. It's just that they don't know that you're one of them. You know what I mean? Let's see. I took a look at you, and it was plain to see you are my destiny. Yeah, yeah. I see successful love life for people who are tired of other people's opinions. No matter how that sounds, I see it. Because if you feel like you're already a person who moves with a certain amount of integrity, then it shouldn't be no problem with you being yourself. You know what I mean? Ships. Somebody moving. Um. Somebody moving. Something about a savings account. I am hearing a savings account that somebody knew nothing about. Also, hidden riches, because your enemies are pirates. Unsuccessful pirates, though. Because what's the name of this deck? Past life? Yeah. What's that shit that they be smoking? Trees. The chosen one. How many times have you heard that? But how many times do you have to hear that until you believe it? You understand? You were the one chosen in your family to make a difference. You and your folks could all have things that's similar, but if you are the embodiment of the lesson, you are the chosen one. You got to understand that God takes care of fools and babies. So if everybody around you, if their life is easy, that's because they're not meant to learn the same things as you. The one that is chosen is the one who holds the wisdom. Wisdom is from experience. Knowledge comes from a book, but wisdom comes from experience. And if you are the person in your family being forced to experience, that is because you are the one who the Most High chose to hold the wisdom. And it's not going to look normal, but they always going to feel it and they always going to see it. And right now, it's really knighthood. It's really just time for you to see it. It's time for you to see that you was chosen. And understand that your path is different. Your life is different. Your journey is different. You're not going to be the exact same as everyone else. You are embodying things that people are numbing inside of themselves. You understand? So there's no way that you and the next person can be the same. These people can have something that you don't have, but if you ask them about something that's important to you, they will have no knowledge and tell you to go somewhere else, or they will tell you to stop thinking about it. You understand? You know what I know would have made people happy if I was schizophrenic. If I was schizophrenic, people would have loved that, because then they could discredit my whole entire spiritual personality. But no. Native American. Girl, you got me twisted over you. Something about following the wind and the stars. I don't even want to elaborate. Following the wind and the stars. It means doing what's natural to you, being more instinctual. Forgiveness and biblical. Something where Christ said, I believe in that shit that one time. I said I believe in that shit that one time. I'm believe it. But I do believe in that, where Christ has said something like, he says something like that. Like, when people don't take your information, you gotta kick your sandals and move on, or whatever. Like, if people don't appreciate what you bring to the table, that's because you're feeding people who are already full of themselves. Like, why would you have food at an abundance for people who are full of themselves? That's just going to create obesity and unhealthy behaviors, when you can go feed to somebody who is starving. You know what I mean? Like, you have an abundance. One more. Wisdom. And you know better. You should have known better than to think I would leave. You should have known better than to doubt me. It don't matter if you're up, matter if you're down. Either way, I'm gonna be around. And then the unicorn is like, you different, you know? And you need to align with people who are gonna help you be a fisher of men and a fisher of many. You understand? How can you be a fisher of men and a fisher of many when people are trying to make you doubt your own thoughts, your own feelings? You have to lead people. You have to lead people with your gut. You understand? Just imagine, like I said, a fisher of men and a fisher of many. That means literally you have to be very, very instinctual. This don't feel right. We should go this way. Something feel wrong. Let me go this way. Like, and I noticed that in myself because I'm very sensitive. So sometimes I be noticing that I be like feeling some type of way about something that didn't even get that bad. Like I'll feel some type of way about something that could have been that type of way. How to say? Like I leave in early signs of like early signs of red flags. For example, like I'll watch a Libra reading, right? And like where that reading will be at is as if like somebody was sticking around through disrespect. I'll be leaving in early signs of disrespect because I'll be having feelings that stuff like this could happen. I'll be having feelings about stuff like this could happen, and then I leave early, and then I'll watch the Libra reading, and those Libras will be going through stuff that like hella bullets that I didn't dodge, all because like I had a feeling that something was wrong and I just pivoted. So you can't have yourself around people who are making you question your feelings, because then you're going to be walking through fire when that wasn't even destined for you. You understand? So you, not only do you forgive those people, you forgive yourself, because like you started looking at people and you stopped looking at the stars. But you know through ancestral patterns that you were supposed to be following the stars to get to where you were supposed to go. We all know. Even historically, that's one piece of information that they will share with us about the truth. You know, about shit like that. People use the stars for direction. Aren't you the star? Everybody gonna call you weird until it works. For example, like every once in a while I buy seeded grapes. Mind you, of course you want your fruits and your vegetables and stuff to have seeds in it, because seeds have iron and your body needs iron. And right now they're making a lot of fruits and stuff like that without freaking seeds in it. So I make sure that I get fruits and shit with seeds in it. And people could call me obsessive if you want to, but let me show you something. Oh, perfect. But that was irritating the shit out of me. Okay. So people can call me excessive, right? But I have grape seeds, watermelon seeds. Yeah. Right now I have 2 packs of grape seeds and 2 packs of watermelon seeds. You have to follow your gut, because at the end of the day, you literally have to go out of your way to get these 2 fruits with seeds in it now. They don't sell this in regular markets. So I could be dramatic to somebody, but I am abundant in the future, already in the present. You understand? If I would have listened and they said, okay, but you don't need that, or so what, and da 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 da. It's like I wouldn't have something that other people don't have, because I had to listen to myself, because God called me to be a fisher of many. How can I feed many with no seeds? It doesn't make sense. So usually I get $5 worth of grapes. This time I got 10. Um, because inside of, like, when you get grapes, every seed is not a seed that you can keep. So out of all of those seeds, I'm not even going to have as many seeds as you think that I am, because not all the seeds are even good for planting. You understand? So you have to take risks on your own beliefs, because people are not going to believe you until they're hungry. You get what I'm saying? Then they want what you got. And then that's when it's time for you to talk to God, because I'm not the one to give you advice on how to handle your enemies. It ain't me. Remember, because if I think I want to do You go within, you ask God what to do with your enemies. He usually tell you feed them. And I mean practically like food, maybe. I definitely probably feed my enemy like food, you know. But like my wisdom, I probably would do that too. If they came hungry, I probably would. I can't lie. Like I wouldn't pour into them like I would do my ally, but I would definitely give them what's needed. You know what I mean? So I say that in terms like collecting grape seeds. Today I'm collecting grape seeds. In 5, 6, 7 years, I'm gonna have many different plants and bushes, whatever they're called, vines, grapevines, and I'm gonna be able to feed many, many families just because I like buying seeds, grapes with seeds in them. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta do what feels right. You may not have bananas, you may not have pineapples, you may not have this, you may not have chilies, you may not have peppers, you may not have potatoes, but you ate. Simple. It's simple. Um, I will go with the tarot. What you got to say for these people? You don't have to be perfect to be perfect. You understand? You gotta figure out what's important to you. Laugh now, cry later. Understand? Because I know nobody, mind you, I've been telling y'all as my collective to make sure y'all collecting y'all seeds and shit like that. And make sure you do your research so you know how to like properly keep them over a longer period of time. But I've been telling everybody, like, make sure you get stuff with seeds in it as much as you can. Because they clearly taking the seeds and stuff away. Now they got lemons without seeds in them too. And they're nasty. I'm just letting you know, they're nasty to taste. And the next generation, without us collecting the seeds from the lemons right now, they not even going to know what a real lemon tastes like. Because real lemons are actually kind of, especially when you compare it to the ones without the seeds, they make lemons taste like oranges. And oranges are a hybrid, but they taste good. You know what I'm saying? At least they taste good. But lemons with no seeds in them, I'm just sorry. If you like a foodie like me, then you can tell the difference, and it's nasty. It's nasty. Anything, anything for the collective. You don't have to be perfect to be perfect. What you got to say to the folks? Not all that. We ain't doing all that, and that's why I choose my own cards. Ten of Pentacles. Plant the seed and watch it grow. My grandma used to do that, but it is literal. You gotta plant the seed and watch it grow. Plant the seed and watch it grow. And that's for your enemies too. You can make fun of me for having grape seeds and not going to that party because I was literally sitting right here spitting my seeds out of my grapes and watching fucking an Egyptian documentary. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's okay. You're gonna be hungry one day, and let's just hope I'm not the only person who can feed you. Because I'm still gonna feed you, but I'm gonna look at you like you crazy. While I just pass you grapes off the grapevine that you told me I was wasting my time collecting the seeds from. Understand? Anything else for the collective? Okay, falling cards. Five of Cups in the reverse. Acceptance, hope, forgiveness, gratitude, charity, kindness, new alliances, and recovery. Destiny. Destiny. I'm telling you, it's gonna always be something to laugh at until they need you. What? Guard against deceit and concealment, dishonesty, betrayal, strategy, tactics, trickery, and low self-esteem. That's just because they don't have it in them to learn these things. And see, with the seven up there, they don't got it in them to get lucky. With the Aquarius card talking about the star, they don't have it in them. It's so simple. Just do the research. You know how many grape seeds I had to throw away before I started properly learning how to keep them? The first couple, I was upset. I was upset. Because I felt like I was germinating them and shit. When I was germinating them, like, they had got, like, a mold on them. I'm like, damn, because I can't grow no plants with mold on them. You know? But clearly I know how to store them now. And now I'm on, like, my third dose. These are the only ones I got from these grapes. But I got these grapes today. So that's fine. That's okay. I am a fisher of men and a fisher of many. Say that with me. I am a fisher of men and I am a fisher of many. I will be able to feed people as long as I hunt and pursue the things that I know how to capture and claim. I don't care what you do. You could be a person who make pillows. That shit gonna be a joke until you got a multi-million-dollar business. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna always be a joke. But if you're passionate about something, that's where you become creative. You understand? So you start off with satin pillows, then you got silk. Now I'm not telling y'all my ideas because I want to make pillows one day too. So I'm not telling you. But I'm just saying, you can do anything. I'm a Gemini moon, so I want to do everything. So that's fine. You know. What is this? The Knight of Pentacles. Take a methodical approach and you'll achieve your dreams. Dreams, dreams, dreams. Dreams are not practical. Conservative, methodical, dull, dependable, patient, clever, efficient, and responsible. Nobody can tell you how to walk your path because it's your path. And it is not the yellow brick road, so it's not obvious. You literally got to listen to yourself with this Aquarius card and go with the fucking wind. Don't allow people to betray you by making you betray yourself. That's the worst betrayal. Betraying yourself. Pride of riches, debt, insolence from success, selfishness, unfairness, injustice, and power dynamics. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And we got so many pentacles out right now. Some about your money, too. I'm telling you, if this is about... First of all, it's going to be partnership even if you're the boss because your clients are your partners. They're working with you to make you successful. Even if they're not working directly beside you, they are people still who you respect because they are keeping you pushing forward. You understand? So definitely something about being humble, but also and the table's turning too because this is the Six of Pentacles, but if you turn it around, it's Nine of Pentacles. You get what I'm saying? So something about people aligning with people who actually believe in your dreams. And it starts off so simple as just you being the first one to believe in them. What else? The Emperor. Own your space with confidence. War, conquest, victory, strife, ambition, divine masculine, and structural control. Somebody who believes, Aries, somebody who believes in their own dreams have no reason to diminish yours or discredit yours. Because it would hurt them if somebody, I swear, I feel it. I feel it because I was about to cry. Collective, you are a wish come true to someone. You have to understand that you are a wish come true to someone. You are a dream come true to someone. Especially if you are in the divine feminine energy. Because y'all going to embody gratefulness of each other in different ways. You know what I mean? So, like, the safety is just going to be felt on both ends. And I feel like both of y'all are going to live in a way that shows that you are grateful for one another. I'm confident in it. I'm confident in it. Because ain't no reason for me to just like feel like a dream just came true to where I was about to cry happy tears. Do what you want to do by escape. I don't think I know the song though. Page of Wands. Keep your eye on your goals and enjoy every moment. Courage, excitement, free spirit, love of life, enthusiasm. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. You have to. That's the only way that you can align with your people. I promise you, all you got to take that first step. And then when you take that first step, if you was lacking a little bit of confidence with that first step, you take a deep breath and you take another step. And you realize that you're safe. And you take another little couple steps and they're going to literally be like this. Okay. And as soon as you smile, that's when you attract the people that's for you. As soon as you smile, because it's other people on the same path as you. But understand, there's a lot of people faking it out here. You understand? So it's the joy on your path that attracts your people, because the joy is what shows the confidence. The joy is what shows the confidence. It's a lot of people doing what you do. It's a lot of people doing what you want to do, right? So that's what makes it so confusing. You need the joy and the confidence, because there's some people even doing, like, say if you wanted to be a person who made crayons, just random shit. It's other people who make crayons. You get what I'm saying? But there's some people who make crayons because they genuinely enjoy it, and there's other people who make crayons because it's the family business. You get what I'm saying? You don't really, if you have a passion for making crayons, you don't want to partner up with the person who is just in the family business, because they just gonna turn you into a worker. That's not who you are. You're a creator. You are a leader. You get what I'm saying? You want the person who is passionate about creating crayons. If you do get with the worker, you're getting with the worker who can't wait to pitch their idea. They can't wait to pitch their idea to the boss. You get what I'm saying? It is also prepared that if they pitch their idea to the boss and the boss don't appreciate it, they're going to walk away and then do it on their own, because they already know it's going to be successful. And you also need to have that type of idea. You need to have that mindset. You are going to be successful in your dreams. Why? Because you're working towards them. And work brings results. Action brings results. I'm telling you. And clarity brings success. But you can't have all of those things without just starting with believing in yourself. And it is simple. It's not simple. You take that one step and you think you on thin ice. You get what I'm saying? You never seen clear ice before. You don't know what the fuck. You only used to ponds and shit. You get what I'm saying? But this is Antarctica. This ice is thick and it's pure. You gonna be able to see through it. You get what I'm saying? But it's thick. You're not going through that. Skate. I dare you. I dare you to skate. I dare you to skate, and then when you win your award, just come back and be like, Esenje, I did it. That's all. That's all I want. Knight of Wands. Now is a good time to do what you want to do. Again, this is the second time saying do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. And be happy about it too, because knights can be kind of impulsive. But remember, we was talking about learning how to move off of your instincts, your guts, because you are a fisher of men and a fisher of many. For example, you think crayons is such a small idea? No, it's not. Crayola is a big business. That's a big business. It's been around longer than some of us was even alive. So one person can say, oh, you want to make crayons? Hell yeah, I want to make crayons. Do you see how far Crayola got? Hello. Nothing lasts forever, or if it do, somebody gotta be good competition to him one day. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody fucking with Crayola until you existed. Until you existed. Until you existed. Now Crayola got some competition. Hello. A harsh truth is better than a soft lie. Pain, suffering, bitter truth, separation, strife, selfishness, and heartbreak. Getting away from people who do not believe in you. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. I'm going to say this many times as I feel it. Get away from people who do not believe in you. People will try to make your dreams practical. But how can a dream be practical when you can fall asleep and wake up somewhere? How can a dream be practical, right? I got this one dream that I don't be having no more, but I used to have it all the time. I don't know if I healed past it or what. Like, I don't know what it is. But you cannot try to make this one dream practical. I used to have this dream where I could fly. I swear to God. Like, and I really started, like, I used to have a dream so much that sometimes I would wake up and be kind of distorted in my reality. Like, I know how to fly. Like, I know exactly what it takes to fly. I know how to start it off. I know how it feels to fly because I was so intuitive. This is not practical. It is not practical. I don't you cannot try to ground something like that. So fuck it. If you can't ground it, just put it on the floor. Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't know, the people that I used to fly over in the dream, I still fly over in real life. You know what I'm saying? The people that I used to fly with, the people that I used to fly over in the dream and they was clapping for me in that dream when I was flying over them, when I do fly shit in this real life, they still clap for me. You understand? Like, everything can't be made practical. I can't tell you how I took flight and how I flew. I'm just telling you that in this real life, when I did everything that made me feel fly in front of those people, they still clap. The exact same people that clap for me in that dream is the same people who clap for me in real life. Do not let somebody who do not have your vision try to downplay your pursuits and your ideals. They can't fly. They can't do what you can do. They don't know, but you can do what you can do. I could fly there, I can fly here. Period. I don't want this to be like 2 hours. I think yesterday's reading was like, or the day before, I think it was like 2 hours. And I really want to thank the people who come in and out of the video. And I'm watching y'all watch me like for periods of time. I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, I'm not going to take no more from here, especially since you allowed me yourself to close off. I appreciate that. There's another this standing out to me, like your ancestors conspiring to make things work for you. And since we have Capricorn over here, that's definitely doubling down on the word work. It's all going to work out for you. Again, like I said, all these pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. You're a mix of this part of your bloodline, a mix of that part of your bloodline. And these 2 bloodlines came together and put those 2 people together to make you. And now they have a mission for you. Like my mom and my dad side of the family, they are connected to 2 separate Native American tribes. It's very chaotic. It is very chaotic because one tribe is more nomadic, like, and has a hard time staying still. Another tribe is one who stays put and kind of like builds an empire. Do both. You say, how do you stay put and move around? You build multiple empires. Simple. It's not simple, but it is more simple, and you have to think less about it when you decide to be instinctual. Instincts allow it to be like less complicated, but you have to trust yourself. And it takes time sometimes. It all depends on who you are. Did I already pull from this? No. If I ever fall in love again, I'm telling you, a lot of people got somebody who coming in that's going to be in alignment, who can add to instead of trying to change you. It's 2026. What you think? Microcosm in the United States is 2026, and Ethiopia is 2028. Time is an illusion. It's not just something that we make up. It's a fact. Sometimes you just gotta make yourself available to new information. People say time is an illusion. That's because they just want to be and they just want to be imaginative and unrealistic. No, this is just facts. Time is a fucking illusion. It is 2026 in the United States, and it is 2018 in Ethiopia. It's just what it is. I graduated high school in 2018, so just imagine how that make me feel. Like, divinity. Something about you got your wings, or like Stella got her groove back. Stefan getting his step on. I know somebody named Stefan. Something about the military. Forgive. Something about forgiving people who didn't believe in you. Because I think this is the second time forgiveness came out in this reading. Because they going to need you one day. So they saying like determination. They saying forgive those people now because God going to need you to help them one day. And he don't want you to be real angry when it's time for you to help them. Oh, because trust me, by the time it's time for you to help them, they're going to be so humbled. It's not going to be like an illusion at all. They can't even fake it. It's going to be evident that life humbled them. I don't know what that means. And this, again, wisdom. This is the second time that wisdom came out. You knew you was right. You knew you was right when you had that idea, even though everybody told you was wrong. You knew you was right when you left those people, even though they told you that you was bad. You should just keep doing things that make your heart feel at ease. Motivate. There's going to be people who don't agree with you, and there's going to be people who've been waiting for somebody to say that because they was thinking it. Simple. I knew I wasn't the only one. I had met this Sagittarius girl at the last job that I had, and we was both working on ourselves, right? Understanding, exactly. And we was both working on ourselves. But mind you, I'm very spiritual as a person. Sagittarius also very spiritual as a person. So mind you, we both getting the same intuitive hints. So we really enjoyed each other a lot because like we could both share thoughts. You know what I mean? So like when you got like spiritual gifts, is some stuff that you can know like without knowing, you know? So it's just little things like we could tell by how some people had dressed. Like we could tell like their body odor. So when she said it, I was like, bro, I thought the same thing. Like it just like the way it feel, it just looked like it, you know? But like if you don't align yourself with your truth, you could have been thinking that and you so scared of it being your truth and you don't stand on it whole time. She think this person must be, I think this person must be, and then I get the confirmation that this person is musty. You know what I mean? So now we like, bro, the intuition is on point. You know what I mean? But you have to go for people that's in alignment with you. And I could say how I found this girl. Like it's a room full of people, right? I'm gorgeous. She's gorgeous. I stand out. She stand out. I make people jealous. She make people jealous. And we both just realizing how we rub other people off and just end up talking to each other. And now we're each other's comfort space. Inside of our intuition, our intuitive hints, like the ear ringing, all of that. Like you deserve to feel that type of relief. You know what I mean? Like, honestly. I think I'm just gonna one more deck and then I'm gonna go. Yeah, because I want to eat my grapes, but I don't feel like eating and talking at the same time. Honestly, and I want to eat again. What? Precious time. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. That's like doing things that you have no interest in. You may be good at it, but like, do you care about it though? Like you may have all the facts on the topic, but like, do you care? You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. It's better to be a rookie in a room full of your desires than be a master in a room that you have no interest in. Because one day, you're going to be a master in your desires. But you can never be a master in your desires if you never give your desires a chance. What? Wait for winter. I was about to say that too. And you can't wait for other people to believe in your dreams and your goals and shit. They're not going to, because it's not theirs. And if it is theirs and they didn't accomplish it, that's another reason for them to not believe in you or not want you to do it, because they didn't succeed in it. I don't know what it is that I be craving. It's like I be like craving like this warmth for myself sometimes, where I just desire to like go deep within and just sit with myself. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel it. Like like you want something or you want somebody. Like sometimes I just have that feeling like I just want myself so bad. Manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. Especially if you got like ADHD, ADD, something like that. It's good to remind yourself constantly of things that you desire, and sometimes reading it a lot can help. Especially I can say for a person like me, because I don't know, I was diagnosed with ADHD. But that's when I was 16, you know. That's not a recent diagnosis. I don't know. I think it's ADHD. That's what I said. I've seen on that thing. It's ADHD. Um. So sometimes like I be needing. That's why I have so many things like on my wall, or I write things. Like I would literally, if I want to remember something, I put it in a way to where I have no choice but to like see it again and again and again and again. Like I have no choice. So what stands out to me, even though I can't see it like that, he leadeth me beside still waters. So say if like I'm feeling some sort of panic, he leadeth me beside still waters. He leadeth me beside still waters. He leadeth me beside still waters. You know, sometimes you need to write it down. Sometimes you need to write it down until like it sticks to your mind. Protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Like affirmations. Something about affirmations. Practicing certain affirmations could be good for somebody if you feeling too down. Like stuff too. How you say? Like if you're not feeling confident in your dreams, you have to affirm like your capabilities. You know what I mean? Like whatever you got to do to get there, because everything is a process. Nothing happens overnight except for starting. What? Purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your questions. Right, just imagine being Cinderella and you can sing and guide animals, but like somebody told you that your relationship with animals was inhumane. And you ain't even started singing to them yet. You only be talking to them. My head started to hurt. So I'm like, stop surrounding yourself by people who like irritate your soul because they're limited, especially spiritually. And moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, the fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Ascension. Remember, you are not welcomed in the places where you don't even want to be. Like, they gonna let you come there, but they're not gonna welcome all of who you are. But where you want to go, they want you there. They want you there. They got your chair ready, everything. They got your lesson plan. They got your table. They got your fork, your spoon, your plate. They got your napkin. They got everything. They got your clothes. They got your coat. They got everything that you need where you're supposed to go. And what am I doing? I dare you to do what feels right. So, I hope you enjoyed this reading. The title was You Don't Have to Be Perfect to Be Perfect. And I appreciate everybody who came in and out. Did your little popping your little one too? You know, it's entertaining to watch the stuff change. And I hope that we can learn to see that in life. It's entertaining to watch certain things change, especially when it comes to the effort and the work that we do in this life. Hell yeah, you want to see change because you're working towards it, you know? So you definitely want to see that. You want to see the fruits of your labor. But the only way you can see the fruits of your labor is by not abandoning it. And the only way you can see the fruits in your labor is not abandoning the seeds in the planting stages. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be people that abandon you in the planting stages. But God didn't send you those people as seeds. God sent you, and He sent you those seeds. See y'all next time.